Hi and welcome to MagicGatheringStrat. I'm Dan and I am playing a Pauper Daily. I'm playing Blue-Black Trinket Control, this deck that you can find a lot about on this channel. We have played one round. I beat Deluxeicoff, and as he is probably one of the top 3 Pauper players in the world, I'm pretty glad I did. He was horribly matched up. He was trying out elves today, and Blue-Black Trinket Control is quite good against elves. What I wanted to say before the next game starts is that if I run into a control deck, if I play against Familiar Storm, Iset Cloudpost or Dimir Cloudpost, time will be a huge factor if I play, or if I play against any mono blue deck except Delver, and that means I will go quiet. So I warn you now, I will probably apologize when I do it, but in a tournament time is a factor, and that's one of the reasons I like to do practice videos. And I admitted to Deluxeicoff who I was after beating him first round. So if that happens to this match or one of the following matches, you know why. So please forgive that. And let's see what happens. I just noted something here. There are only 48 players in this daily, although it's late Saturday evening in the US. It's 7:24 a.m. here in Sweden. But 48 people is quite... That's about what Pauper tournaments were like at the end of M12. When I came into Pauper in April, May of 2012. And I think it's the falling price of Gatecrash packs. That is... the redemption change made Gatecrash a super bad EV. The Gatecrash cards will get really cheap. So if you can't stay away from buying any singles from Gatecrash, they will drop like flies. Anyway, 48 people is still very nice, and it may keep the best players away, so it'll be easier for us to 4-0. And it's definitely time to 4-0 for me, because I haven't 4-0'd the daily since September. And when I did, it was in 1 week I got 3 4-0s with this deck. And since then, only 3 1s, but quite a lot of 3 1s. I think I have about 23 1s since then. But I always seem to fall somewhere along the line. But today, I'm gonna do everything I can. So I will get to 4-0. There's the 2-minute warning. Here's the site I'm using to scout my opponents, mtgostats.com. If you're in a fight to win, so you better scout. I used to Google like this, but I found and the first hit was my own video, which was pretty good. So this is where I'm going to scout my opponent, and I'll do that off screen to be able to focus more on the game. And we are on. This guy I have never heard about. Loyalty Betrayal. He has 4 results in Pauper dailies. No, in standard dailies. So it doesn't have a result here. But I don't have any lands, so I like to mulligan. And that's a keeper. That's actually pretty good then. So we're gonna keep that and hope we don't get overrun by something nasty like Stompy. But it's black. We don't have a sign in blood, so we might have to go for the island here. And there's the sign in blood. I'm gonna play the sign in blood because he might be NBC, and if he is, I need to draw all the cards I can draw. And I kind of hope he's NBC. Mono Black Control is a super great matchup for Blue Black Trinket. We try to do the same thing, but I draw more cards, so well, you can see what happens. And in the best of worlds, they don't play corrupt. So then it's like party time! Okay, this does not mean he's playing my deck. There's a plethora of blue-black control decks, but it could mean that is. And Chittering Rats would have been great now. I always think about ninja teachings when I run into a blue-black decks. The ninja teachings is my first guess. But it could be a fan. If you're a fan, Loyalty Betrayal, more power to you. Also the island here gives me the inclination that he might be more blue than I am. And Seagate Oracle is a sign of ninja teachings as well. And it is just, I don't feel that that is a card that fits. In a deck like this, there are just so many better cards. I can't cast anything here. Next turn, I think I need to play the Terramorphic Expanse here, because and I'll go for a Swamp. And then I'm gonna play Aqueduct next turn to enable Muldrifter turn 5. He might very well play counterspells. But the biggest risk here is a ninja. And if you can get an active ninja, I am in trouble. An active ninja with counterspell backup is game. But he can still play land for the ninja, and he does. He might even be blue-black post here. Yeah, that's much more likely, and we don't get a ninja. So blue-black post is my new guess. And now I'll try to play the Chittering Rats to stop him finding posts. And prepare for a Muldrift the next turn. I'm still not sure what he's playing, as you can clearly hear. Joining limited resources was perhaps stupid. There's like 5 people entering every hour. I'm naturally gonna block here. He plays the Muldrifter, and that's great, because now I could have played the combo if I had it, but I don't have it. He's still not playing. The Prophetic Prism is very much a postcard. I get the combo. So let's play the combo. Do I play the Swamp or do I play the Terramorphic Expanse? I don't think he'll play Daze. And if he does, I'm gonna be surprised. My Muldrifter is bigger than yours. Wow. Okay, here I can play land Executioner's Capsule, and that will allow me to discard less, so that's what I do. I have tons of land there, so I think I'm gonna discard the Vault. And there we go. It's post, so I'm now gonna slow down my commentary, because this will be a long game. Sorry for not commenting, but I need to speed up, because this game won't very well end on time. I'm still even with him on time. He is discarding an Aqueduct on an island. Well, at least he didn't mnemonic wall the flicker. And there's a lot of things we need to keep mana open for now. But keeping mana open to counter flicker is great. We really hate flicker. Did he forget that my Muldrifter was a 3/3? Hopefully yes. Or maybe he'll just do something nasty, echoing the K. Well, yeah, that kills him. And I can now Grim Harvest at the end of his turn for the Augur. Or for the Muldrifter. How much mana do I have? I do have mana enough for Muldrifter. So yeah, that's what I'll do. Just play the Muldrifter. Keeping mana open until next turn, so nothing more happening here except maybe Chittering Rats attacking. And I don't want him to flicker, so if he blocks, I'll just not do anything, because I don't have the mana to do anything if he flickers. So I'll wait until next turn when I can edict him. Now a Crypt Rats for 2 is starting to look tempting. Oh, yeah, that'll take care of him. But it'll not take care of that guy. But if I attack first, it will. Okay. So it's the Bog. It's the Capsule. And that happened. So it's now the Trinket Mage. Must remember to keep 3 mana open at all times. And Trinket Mage will be getting the Life Staff. And he doesn't have flicker now because he would have used it, so they are attacking. And we are picking up harvest. And now I can actually F6. Did he now have flicker? Oh, he's echoing decay me. That's okay. I'll just get him back. How much mana do I have? 6, 10. Ooh, teachings. We don't like to see that. But it's what he does. Counterspell is not what we fear. We fear the torch there. So let's cast Grim Harvest on the Muldrifter. And yeah, why counter the harvest? Edict. Teachings for flicker, I suppose. No, teachings for teachings. And he has so much mana, 10, 12. Oh, I can. Another teachings, I bet. I'm gonna play the Fume Spitter and equip him because that will give me 3 more lives. So here is Fume Spitter. And he is equipped. Teachings, always teachings. And that's why Dimir post is a lot better than Ninja teachings. But he got counterspell last time, which is weird. This time he might get torch. No, he gets echoing decay. So 6 mana, an 8 mana removal spell. He still thinks he's the control deck. Well, that guy sucks. I really want to get rid of his graveyard. This is me charging in. 6, 10 mana. So I can just about do the Edict and play the Muldrifter. And now I have to start thinking about Crypt Rats. I can do 7 points of damage with Crypt Rats. Wade of the Nim, 1 damage to each creature and each player. Okay. And there's my harvest. He doesn't seem to be too experienced because he's taking a lot of time. Right now it looks like he thinks that I will lose the harvest now, but of course I won't. Oh Oh, so much removal. Okay, can I have my harvest now? Thank you. And then I'll take my lives. And play my Muldrifter. It will feel a lot better after sideboarding. He's condescending that, and there's nothing I can do about that, but that's another card out of his hand. And I can just harvest. For Muldrifter. Though his ability to cast Muldrifters all the time is really irritating. They do tend to draw you out of the holes you end up in. RS for Muldrifter. Dispel. Maybe I'll just play a Cryptort then. Teachings for another counterspell. He does 2-for-1 me for a lot of mana, but it is a 2-for-1. Let's see what he teachings up. And he's now losing out on the clock. He's teachings for teachings and casting teachings. And his clock is ticking. Soon he will have spent half his time on this first two. There is the counterspell. So I'll end up playing Fume Spitter. And he ends up playing teachings. But he doesn't have any mana. So I will get my harvest back. And I'm gonna use Fume Spitter on his Muldrifter now in his turn to get my harvest back. Crusher. Yes. But I can deal with Crusher. I am not afraid. Especially if he has no cards in hand. I do have Trinket Mage left in the graveyard, so I can Trinket Mage for a capsule. Or I can even just kill Crusher with Crypt Rats. That would be like nasty. Can I do it? No, it's one more mana. He does have a counterspell. That's what he has. He's going to counter that. Maybe I should have gone for the land. going to block the Crusher with the Trinket Mage and let 2 of the Swarms go. He has another teachings. Wow, he has many teachings. And I think now he has gained the upper hand there. What did he teachings for? Diabolic Edict. It's definitely not the end of the world. I will sacrifice 2 permanents. That is my Swarms. I will block. And I will go quiet again. And now under a lot of time stress. So now I will be doing a ton of mistakes. I have Undying Evil protection here. And I'm gonna finish him next turn. that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Mission accomplished, but we are very short on time, so we need to play really fast, and I don't like that my mouse is giving me a little problem. So the sideboard here is exactly the same as for Post. Traditionally I've thought that this matchup was harder. I'm not sure I'm right. So taking out the Fume Spitters, we are taking out the Tragic Slips, and we are gonna combat Alamog only with the capsules, basically, just to get the duresses and distresses into the deck. So +4 duress, +1 distress, +2 shittering, +1 deep, +1 spell bomb. Take out 3 Tragic Slips, 4 Spitters, and 2 Diabolics. This game is going to go to time, so I will now shut up. Sorry for that. But we are very, very tight on time. So keep. Call of Mana presents an interesting dilemma. We need to get this one. So many counter spells, but they cost 2. Oh, tricky guy. Look what you did with your Glimmer Post. No blue mana for me. Yeah, I get to play Ogre Undying Evil. I should shut up. Remember to shut up. And Grim Harvest is there too, for the party. Rip his hand so bad. Mnemonic Wall, nice. Except that I have the solution for that. And I am gonna use it. And the reason I'm using it now is because I will lose the game on time if I try to hold on to it. You get to draw Mr. Alamog again, ain't you the happy boy? Blue mana now would be the nuts, but I'm gonna get the Augur. He's forcing the capsule. I'm not sure why. Eventually I would have forgotten about it. But you can't count this guy out. Though I'm not too keen on losing Harvest to get Augur back. He's not that good now. But maybe. Distress to protect the Sign in Blood. Teachings. Condescent. Well, I should shut up. Sorry. And now I'm gonna harvest Augur because I have almost nothing else to do. Just over. He's probably teachings for teachings here to get teachings. Okay. Yeah. Of course that speeds up his kill. And it's 7. That doesn't feel very safe. I just hope he didn't draw a counter spell, but now I don't have to hope anymore. Still only Augur in my graveyard, but he's better than nothing. Or he might now kill one of my good guys, which would be awesome. Because then I can harvest those. Didn't fall for that trick, so I am harvesting Ogre of Skulls. I'm gonna let him die. Get that thing back. And wow, I'm short on time. I'm really ashamed of having this little time left. It's really poorly played, and you should never allow that to happen to you. So I apologize for being a goddamn noob. And we won! Dimir post 2-0. We are now in the fantastic position of having gone 4-0, and we are 2-0 in matches. Thank you for watching MagicGatheringStrat. I was playing Blue-Black Trinket Control versus Dimir Post in a Pauper Daily.